The devil doesn't come dressed in red, holding a pitchfork. He comes beautiful. He comes charming. He comes in the form of everything your flesh craves and calls it harmless. He won't knock on your door and say, "I'm here to destroy you." He'll smile and say, "I'm here to make you feel alive." Because the devil doesn't need to scare you. He just needs to seduce you. And most people never notice until it's too late. Evil rarely looks evil at first. It looks like acceptance. It looks like freedom. It looks like pleasure without consequence. That's why sin is never ugly in the beginning. Because if it was, no one would touch it. The devil understands that fear pushes people away, but desire pulls them closer. He doesn't tempt you with something you hate. He tempts you with what you hunger for. For some, it's attention. For others, it's lust. For others, it's power, money, validation, revenge, or love. And once he learns what you crave, he shapes the bait that fits your weakness perfectly. He doesn't need force. He only needs patience. He doesn't just hide in darkness. He hides in light. He hides behind words like self-expression, living your truth, and following your heart. But the Bible says, the heart is deceitful above all things. The devil's greatest weapon isn't violence, it's distortion. He takes what God created for good, love, beauty, pleasure, identity, and twists it. He'll take purity and call it repression. He'll take conviction and call it judgment. He'll take holiness and call it hypocrisy. He's not trying to turn you into a monster. He's trying to make you comfortable in compromise. Just look. Just try. Just once. That whisper becomes curiosity. Curiosity becomes obsession. Obsession becomes addiction. And addiction becomes identity. The devil's endgame is not your moment of sin. It's your loss of self. He wants to shape your identity around the things that destroy you. That's why Jesus said in John 10:10, "The thief comes only to steal, kill, and destroy." He doesn't need to steal your money, he wants your focus. He doesn't need to kill your body, he wants to kill your purpose. And he doesn't have to destroy your faith. He just has to convince you it's no longer necessary. Today, the devil's playground fits right in your pocket. Every scroll, every ad, every suggested video feeds your flesh while starving your soul. Social media has become a mirror for vanity, a stage for pride, a breeding ground for lust. He doesn't need to knock anymore. You invited him in with a Wi-Fi password. But here's the trick. He doesn't show you the consequences, only the cravings. He shows the pleasure, not the price, the thrill, not the trap. Because seduction isn't about control. It's about convincing you that you're in control. Every compromise has a cost. Samson didn't lose his strength overnight. He lost it one compromise at a time. David didn't fall in a moment. He fell when he stayed on the roof instead of the battlefield. The devil doesn't take everything at once. He drains you slowly. He takes your conviction first, then your peace, then your joy, until one day you wake up numb, surrounded by everything you once wanted, but missing everything you once were. That's the power of seduction. It doesn't destroy you loudly. It empties you quietly. But here's the truth the devil doesn't want you to know. Seduction loses its power in the presence of truth. When you know who you are in God, the devil can't sell you a counterfeit version of yourself. Here's how to stay free. 1. Stay in the Word. Truth breaks illusion. The Bible isn't just a book, it's a mirror. It reminds you of who you are and who you're not. 2. Guard your gates. Your eyes and ears are the entrance to your spirit. What you allow in shapes what comes out. 3. Recognize patterns. The devil doesn't need new tricks, he just rebrands the old ones. If something keeps pulling you down the same path, it's not curiosity, it's a cage. 4. Submit to God. James 4:7 says, "Submit yourselves to God. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you." It's not about perfection, it's about position. Stay close to God, and temptation loses its grip. The devil doesn't come to scare you, he comes to seduce you, to make wrong feel right, to make sin feel safe, to make you chase comfort while he steals your calling. But you were never called to live comfortably in compromise. You were called to live courageously in conviction. The world might glamorize sin, but sin never gives without taking. It takes your purity. It takes your peace. It takes your purpose. And when the pleasure fades, you're left with pain and a voice that says, "Was it worth it?" But the good news is this: God's mercy is louder than the devil's whisper. And every time you fall, grace still says, "Get up." You don't have to live seduced. You can live set free.